Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. All our videos for educational purpose only. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated signal as long as you are on a sim. We just had an for our members, we are testing this
Good morning, everyone,
a new
and welcome.
market analyzer.
Disclosure. Please
So
be aware of risk in the future.
bear with me.
All our videos
none
for
of the traders
educational
have it
purpose
yet.
only.
But
You're
we
very
are
welcome
testing
to
it
follow
today,
any of
and
our
we will
automated
see
signal as long
how
as
the
you are
outcome
on a sim.
come in with that. We just had an for our members, we are testing we just had an entry signal market analyzer, and the target on the Nasdaq is 156.83. Today is a Friday, so we hit the target 2, and we're gonna hit target 3, and it could be profit taking on target 3. So be careful with that. Profit taking on target 3. The target is in the institutional number 156.83. Not too many people sell Autotrader. They know about this. We hit the target 2, and we're gonna hit another 3, and it could be profit taking on target 3 with a big firms before. Anyway, we have the Nasdaq on the precision Autotrade, also taking a nice trade. Not too many. We have the Autotrade on the ES. We hit the target 2, and it's really killing it. 3. It's very good. On target 3. We're gonna extend the target a little bit. Anyway, ES, we can do that. It is already break even, and the market is really going. For the ES trader, be careful. For the ES trader, be careful. If you want to take a manual trade, you gotta be careful on that. Here is the problem with the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq, we hit the target 3 as we said. We can do that. There is already profit taken on target 3 with the Nasdaq. The ES going right now. For the ES trader, really for the ES going, be careful to be a strong trend to the long side. So if you are in the trade, Nasdaq right now on the ES, break even as soon as possible on it, because it's not going to last forever on the ES. The Nasdaq took the institutional number. The institutional number is target 3 to be a strong trend to the long side. So somebody saying there is an echo right now on the ES. Break even as soon as possible on it, because it's not going to last forever on the ES. The Nasdaq took the institutional number. The institutional number. How about now? If there's any echo, let me know, please. Did the problem solved with the echo? Anyway, we have the hit the target 3, and now is going to the support area here, and it is a profit taking on the target 3. Is right in line. It is a Friday. Thank you, Amir. And for the ES again, guys, do not initiate a new trade on the ES right now. As I said, it's not going to live for long, and it did, and that's why this trade was closed on a $500 trade, and the reason is because of this number here, 45.3450, and as we see here, the Nasdaq, which I show this Nasdaq every day, the 590 takes Nasdaq for somehow with the precision auto trade is it is very consistent, and to our traders, it's not gonna be Monday webinar. It will not be on a Labor Day webinar. So we have postponed the webinar to the Monday after. So it will not be webinar on Monday. For the Nasdaq 590, we will share it with you on the upcoming webinar, not this Monday, the Monday after. And I don't want to send the template. What I wanted the traders to right click on the chart and put the numbers. I will not send the template. The reason I want to do that, not to trying to be just pain, you know, the reason I want to do that, I want to feed the numbers, the setting, because I want every trader right to click on the chart and start learning to put the setting on the auto trade, not because I can send the template and get rid of the 100 people in one time. But that is not going to help to load the template and you don't understand how the setting, because I want the traders to understand how it is the setting so they can learn to do their own setting. So please, if you send a request, Amir, this market analyzer, from the beginning I said we are testing it, is different than yours. And nothing I can do right now. So what I'm saying is I want every trader to learn how to put the setting, and then not just given the template and load the template and turn it on, and the trader does not look at the setting. I'm hurting him by doing this. So I want to share the setting, and I want every single trader want it. He has to go to the setting and feed the setting as is. And we have tried this also in the previous webinars, where we right click on the chart on the auto trade and we try to show how to do the setting. At the end of the webinar, we had like 5-6 people. They don't want to do that. Just send me the template. And I refuse to do that, because in the webinar, we go step by step on every setting. I want to show how and why. And it's sad when the webinar is over, you still have 5 people that just don't want to right click on the chart and put the setting by themselves. And this is sad part, because if you want to get somewhere in this business, you have to learn. Without learning, you're not going to get anywhere with it. So without any education, you're not going to get anywhere in this business. You're just going to be wasting my time and your money, and my time is more expensive than your money. So now, as we see here, once this NASDAQ hit the target, the institutional number, as we said, and you can see the profit taken, and it's going to probably go in, if this support area is not going to hold at 633.50, it's going to go and hold at 156.2075. In this cases here, what you can do, you can break even. Now you are on a free flight, and there we go. It's not costing us any money. And for the guy, understand when we say take a profit on target 3, because an institutional number, he would have walked away with 1,500. For the guy that not spot it, he still can walk away with 1,000. That's it. Simple as that. If you know what you're doing, you make money. It cannot be 100% auto trading. Again, guys, don't let those guys fool you in the evening. You cannot turn off your brain and auto trade and not look at the market. We don't say you need to learn price action for 10 years. No, God forbid, no. But you have to understand, if you have some profit, how you can secure some of your profit and walk away. Another problem with auto trade, I keep saying the same thing. The morning, again. When you get up in the morning, you don't just turn on the auto trade. You look at the market analyzer, you look at the market movement for 5 minutes, and you see, when you see there is some movement, you turn on the auto trade. You cannot just get away with it by just optimize. Optimize can indicate for you what is your trailing stop, what is the best time frame to use. That's very fine. Where most likely the market is going to spike, whether it's 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Maybe it's going to give you somewhere around there, the range. But it's not going to give you precisely at 9:35 on Tuesday next week the market is going to spike. Nobody knows when it's going to spike. Here it is, the market spikes once a day. We don't know when. It could be 5 minutes before the market's open. It could be 1 hour after the market's open. And it could be the last hour before the market closed. And what we need to do, we need to get ready for it. And we need to understand, like what we have done today. We told you the ES is not going to survive on a long trend, and it did not. We told you it's going to take a profit on target 3 institutional, and it did. Those things you have to understand. This ES right here, right now, is going to generate a new trade somewhere around there, but it's not valid, long trade, and that signal is not valid. So when you see new signal coming up on, sometimes in this area here, this is a not valid signal, and you should dismiss it, and you should dismiss any auto trade as taking a long trade. The reason behind that, on the ES you have a resistance 45.38, 45.39, 45.40, 45.41, 45.43.50. You have a very thick wall, a lot of resistance, and it's too early to take a trade. And when the signal is going to fire on any auto trade or a manual trade, it's not going to go through all this. It's not. It will fail. Could be it fell on the first bumper or on the second wall or on the third wall. In my opinion, it will be rejected from 45.40, in my opinion. Here it is, when an auto trade is taking a trade. If we look, this is another system here. There is a says buy signal. And the buy signal, if we notice here, it was a support area. And from the support area, we have another system telling you to buy. And there we go. It was a very good early start on the buy entry. And if the auto trade took that entry, it's perfect entry. But if the auto trade taking an entry here, it's not going to survive. So this is where the technical chart, 1 minute, you have to watch it like a hawk, not the P&L. There is plenty of time to look at the P&L. To understand, if this market turn around and we have a buy signal and the auto trade taking a trade, it is valid in here. In this area here, now if the signal is going to fire here long on your auto trade, there you go. You're gonna get your account whacked a couple of $300, depends how much you have in there. That's expensive, gentlemen. That expensive ignoring if your auto trade taking a long trade in here. That's an expensive one. $200 a day, that's $50,000 a year. One losing trade a day, that's $50,000 a year. You cannot say or ignore what the condition market is. You cannot have your auto trade taking a trade in here and not taking a trade in here. You cannot prevent it. The only time you can hold your auto trade or preventing your auto trade to take a trade in here, when you are watching it, you allow the auto trade to take a trade in here and you dismiss the trade is coming right now. There is a new signal coming in on the ES as we speak right now, and I don't want anyone to take it, and I'm going to show you that trade is going to fail. So when your auto trade taking a trade And sometimes this auto trade, when he's taking a trade, there is only 10% risk. Sometimes the auto trade can take a trade and there is 90% risk. And we need to determine or understand each trade, the risk in there. And the guys ask, I mean, can't you have an auto trade can take a trade here and not taking a trade here? You can add a filter. We have plenty filters on the auto trade, which you can dismiss a lot of trades. But also when you are adding a filter, auto trading is a balance. It's like when you are on a bicycle. You cannot be swinging too much to the left and not to the right. An auto trade is balance. If we take as an example TI7 here, the TI7 have 10 different filters. You can add all the filters. It does not mean adding 10 filters, you got your back covered. Because in the auto trading, if you tighten the knot too much, if you put a lot of filters in there, you're gonna miss a trade. You're gonna miss when the market spikes. Vice versa, if you let the auto trade take a lot of trades and the market is sideways, you're gonna get in trouble. So now if we understand what's going on with the ES and we say the ES is not going to survive, and I'm leaving it on purpose to show you we have predicted the trade is not going to survive. And gentlemen, whoever tells you, whoever guy is selling auto trade and tell you if you optimize, you got your butt covered, wrong. Because on that trade here, you had money, and that trade, you cannot cover it with optimize. You cannot. The reason they say that is to get rid of you, because that guy don't know how to trade. He cannot even trade a paperback. That's why you only see him at night. He cannot show his talent with trading because he don't know how to trade. So how you want him to teach you how to trade, and how you want that guy to teach you how to avoid bad trades when he cannot see it himself. And that has misled a lot of amateur trading by spending the weekends on optimization, and they fell because they don't have anyone guiding them. That optimization is not just a crystal ball is gonna tell you on Friday at 10:21, you're going to have an entry on an ES. It's not going to work. That is not going to happen. And they fell. Then they buy another auto trade. Because what they wanted, they want to take off the responsibility and the thinking. And then you will get a guy, after you talk for 1 hour, telling him you need to learn. He calls back and he tell me, you know, I get stressed when I want to look at the 1 minute chart. Don't you have anything can do it by itself? The auto trade do everything by itself. The auto trade can take a trade, you can filter it, you can set your target to $500 a day to $1,000 a day. You can add a trading stop, you can add a stop loss on it, like the NASDAQ, when it hit the daily target is going to stop. It does everything. But an auto trade cannot buy your brain. An auto trade does not support lazy people. An auto trade cannot be run. Even banks, they have 13, 14, 15 IT people correcting the auto trade while they are trading. Banks, private investors, private companies, we've been there, we programmed for them. Every year we do programs for another platforms for them, especially for them. They don't let the auto trade runs by itself and make money. They need to manage the auto trade constantly. As a retailer, guys, you are the guy is adjusting the auto trade. You are the guy is monitoring the market. You are the guy is managing the auto trade. Is all on you. By getting a couple $1,000 auto trade, you're not gonna have 13 IT people sitting adjusting the auto trade for you because you have a couple $1,000 auto trade. So you are doing everything by yourself because you are a private investor and you are managing your own money. In order for this company to provide money for you, they know how to turn on an auto trade, but they provide money for people in order for them to manage the auto trades. When a company want to provide an investor money, they can go ahead and buy 20 computers, one big table, 20 computers, and then they go ahead and turn on the auto trades by themselves, and they don't need any human. They don't need you. If that's what you think, by buying an auto trade, which we have been in some companies where they have computerized everything, but still there is an IT people on the other room maintaining, setting, monitoring those auto trades. Even it's a computer and their programs cost millions of dollars. So what I'm saying is, if you are looking for a company give you money to invest, don't you ask yourself a question? Why can't they just go ahead and put it in a warehouse, buy 50 computers, turn on those computers in the morning, auto trading, and why they need you? Because they know if you are trading the future, you cannot just have your light bulbs has to be off. Your light bulbs has to be on, and you have to monitor the market and monitor this auto trade. How is it working? And when you see danger, you avoid danger, you stop, you push the brakes, you release the auto trade, and after 10 minutes, if the market is sideways, if you start in the morning at 9:30, you see the market is not really moving, you need to hold your horse for 10-15 minutes, and then you jump on auto trading. Those sanctions, those conversation people don't want to hear. The reality that they don't want to hear, because what they want to hear, a guy come at night and say, here is my auto trade made 5,000 and another auto trade made 10,000. But he forget to show you the other chart lost 10,000, and he forgot to show you the other chart lost 15,000. And one day he show you 1 minute, another day he show you Renko bar, and one day he is showing you tick chart or whatever that is called line break, because you don't have a consistency on one time frame. As an example, on the NASDAQ, we always show the NASDAQ 590. On the ES, we show 20 seconds or 10 seconds. On the DAX, we show 4 minutes non-stop. We are showing the same chart every single day, and some other chart, but mainly we stay on the same chart, the 590, the 10 seconds, the 25 second, the 5 minutes ES. Those are, we are in this area constantly every day, because those are the realistic charts. It can be used. So now here it is, folks. As we see, after we give you this warning, profit taken on the NASDAQ, as we expected, to come to this area, and it did. And this is the support area, and the profit taken was all the way up here from the target 3 profit taken. So we're not teaching you price action, but when you see on your chart, you don't have to draw anything on the chart, nothing. Those all the system are planted on your chart automatically. You just follow what the chart is telling you. So when we say target 3 profit taking, it does not require a guy with a light bulb on his head, or a brilliant trader, or a professional trader, to understand next time he sees that and he sees the market hit target 3 profit taking, he knows, and if he's in that trade, he needs to take his money out. It does not require a brainer to do that. When a trade or an auto trade taking a trade, and we predict that trade, and I left it on purpose for you to show you, we predicted that trade is not going to go through. The reason is, we explain why, because there is a heavy resistant area and it's not going to go. This one does not require a guy to sit 10 years learning price action. But the basic is there, right there on your chart. Another thing is, there is no indicator is going to predict for you in 10 minutes or 15 minutes if this market going to go sideways. When the market start losing money with auto trades, when the market is not trending, when the market is one line like happened yesterday, it was one straight line. Our 10-second chart yesterday stayed on a trade for 1 hour, the 10-second. The 25-second stayed on one trade 3 hours yesterday. On one trade, 3 hours, because the market was not moving. As a trader, when you see the market is not moving, you gotta push the emergency brake, and you need to halt all your auto trade. And until we have a direction, as an example, on this NASDAQ here, you know, guys, honest to God, now we've been doing this for 4 years, and I am really thinking right now, seriously, to call off the YouTube live. You know, we are so busy, and it's taking a big chunk of my work. So try to take advantage of it, whether you want to purchase here or somewhere else, because we're not going to be for a very long time on a YouTube anymore. I'm bored with it. We are extremely busy, and I'm taking 2 hours every day trying to explain how this market functioning. And whoever gets it, get this idea, that's fine. And whoever don't get it, He's he's not gonna make it. I'm not gonna worry about him. You know, he don't deserve to be in the market anyway. Um, when we look at those conditions here on the Nasdaq, after we have this nice spike, normally when the market spikes once a day, normally, CL, Nasdaq, ES, they spike once a day. After this spike, if we look at this Nasdaq here, is a big mess below. There is a big mess. There is a heavy support area. On the ES, there is a heavy resistance area. As what we told you before, when the market is not in sequence with the market analyzer, if we look in here, it's not in sequence. And it's been confirmed on the 3 direction, the ES is down. It's been confirmed. At the same time, the Nasdaq is confirmed on the 3 direction, up. On the YM, you have 1 direction up and 2 direction down. This is the new system we are working on. That indicate right there. And this does not require to sit or pay anyone to be in a trading room, paying him money to look at the market analyzer here and say, this is a mess. This is a mess here, this is a mess here, and there is a mess in here. Now, after this spike on the Nasdaq, I did not bother. After this Nasdaq here took 1-2 trade, we started around 9:30 the auto trade. After this market took those trades, I didn't bother to right click and go for one more round. The reason is it's finished. If I right click right now and reload it, now I am the one is looking for trouble, not the auto trade giving me trouble. I am the one is looking for trouble. Because if we look at this Nasdaq right now, there is no direction. Here is the key, folks. Here is the key. Here is the key that you cannot avoid looking at your technical chart. No matter what you do, you can buy auto trades the rest of your life. You can trash this auto trade and that auto trade and that auto trade until you run out of money and you are completely in the history. You're done. You end up in some kind of forum somewhere. You are smart, but the luck was not with you. Nobody cares. You're out of the game. You're done. You're no hero. When we come in the afternoon, sometimes I log into some people's and you always see people are still auto trading, still auto trading, still auto trading. When you see an auto trade did his mission and now it is 10:34, took 2 trade, made 1,300. The market is not really inviting to initiate any more trades. It's not moving, it's slow. Look at this one here on the ES. If we look at the ES condition right now, from 10 o'clock, support, support, support. Look at this. Support, 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 support. You see that? You see that? Resistant, 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 resistant. So if we look from 10 o'clock to 10:35, the market has not moved. The market has not moved to earn your money. Another things, the precision auto trade is a wonderful auto trade and it's very precise without even filter. Let's take this one here. This one closed it immediately. This one made money. This one lost a trade. This one broke even. Now he's going long. He went short. He went long. And it's not when the market was spiking on that trade, the auto trade made 500. Then he gave it all up again. Then he broke even again. And now he's going long again. And what is going on in that trade? Is it the problem optimization? No. It's not the optimization. It's not the auto trade. Look at this one here. It's going back and forth. That it is a killer to your account. That can suck the money out of your account by not understand that you are taking trades and there is no trades to be taken. There is no direction in the market, and the market is a flat. It's going like a tango dance, couple bars forward, couple bars backward. Any auto trade, you put them on a couple bars forward and couple bars backward, it's gonna kill your account. Now here is where the filter start coming in. As I said, when there is a balance in an auto trade, now if we add filter, and we can add, there is one filter on the precision auto trade you can use. If we add a filter, you might avoid this flat market. The price on it, when the market is fixing to start trending, is not going to respond to the first movement in the market. Probably, as an example, if you are filtering any kind of auto trade, guys, any kind of auto trade. If we are trading, I mean, this one here, let me change the, what is the plus and minus in auto trade? Let's say the market came in and whatever the type of an entry you have, whether it's an ATR, MACDs, whatever, this is most of those amateur traders, they use a dummy indicator anyway. Let's say you have a filter. If you have a filter and you over filter any kind of auto trade, guys, I'm not talking about my auto trade here. An auto trade will not respond on the first bumper because you have filters. Probably your auto trade, if you overdo the auto trades, the filters, most likely by the time all the filters are in one direction, probably he's gonna ignite a very late signal. Listen to this. Any kind of filter is gonna delay your entry, because what the filter doing is trying to avoid this chop market, so it's not gonna react to this chop market. But if you have a lot of filter, you can avoid all those trades. But when the market is about to spike, you're gonna miss a trade. By the time the auto trade taking a trade, it's gonna be very late into the party. So that's why you have to find a balance between filter, chop market, and not too late into the trade. And that is an education itself. So for a guy doesn't want to use his brain, he have to understand the concept, not to just close his eye, optimize his auto trade, whatever that auto trade coming from. We're not talking about my auto trade or somebody else's auto trade. And understand the concept between filtering, spiking, sideways. When he sees the auto trade is going in a circle, When he sees this auto trade is going in circle, does not mean there is something wrong with his optimization. Maybe you have done your best setting on the optimization. As we see here, when the market start taking a short and the market start trending, immediately the auto trades start making money. When the market is sideways, you start gonna lose money. And this is where your job is for this company. You want them to give you money to invest. They can put 20 empty tables with 20 computers in the morning, goes through all those computers, turn them on, and they go play golf. If that's the true story about auto trading. The reason they want to give you money, they don't care if you are manual trading or auto trading, because you need to manage. Here's the key right there. They're expecting you to manage. 90% of those amateur traders, they don't want to manage. They want to turn their brain off, but they want to have the money. Well, guess what? You cannot have a banana and a lollipop. You got to choose, you know. So if you decide to turn off your brain in the market, you should not be trading, and you should not be investing money. You should not be making others miserable because you don't want to learn, you know. And anyone telling me can auto trade and be consistent and build a career without being knowledge in the market, he's full of it. We cannot say the proper word, but he's full of it. No one can make money if you don't have the proper education and you don't know how to manage your auto trade. You are doomed. You are doomed now, and you are doomed. And this is not a sell talk. You're not going to get away with it when there is money. And trading is all about money. And a guy busting his back for 10 years trying to learn the market, he have a tip-top shape, conditions on his chart. And if you're going to think you're going to come in with a just because we have a brown eyes and you think you're going to kick his butt, guess what? You're wrong, because this guy did his homework. This guy knows what's going on in the market. This guy busted his back for 10 years trying to learn the market, 5 years trying to learn the market, and you're not going to come and smoke him out. He's going to smoke you, and he's going to laugh all weekend about you. When there is a losing trade, there is a winning trade. And you cannot just say, I want to kick somebody's butt, you know. I don't know anything about anymore. If you cannot come into somebody's territory and tell him, I'm going to kick your butt with your job, you know. I don't know anything about farming. I cannot just go buy myself a farm and a truck and say to my neighbor farmer, I'm going to produce more food than you next year. He's going to laugh. I mean, I don't know anything about farming. I don't know anything about cows. I don't know anything about chicken. So this is not my field. When you come into the trade and this is not your field, you need to learn. And you cannot just step in on somebody's territory and you think you're going to get rich. If that's the way you think, I strongly advise you to leave that business alone, including us. Leave us alone, you know. And you can laugh, you can brush me off what I'm saying, but God knows I'm telling the truth here. And no one is going to tell you the truth, because nobody want to tell you the truth. But it's okay. I can survive with this. So guys, we need to learn how the market functions. We don't need to learn price action, but we need to learn when the auto trade there is a problem with the auto trade. I don't care how much you want every day. The market don't care how much I want every day. As an example right now, this auto trade on the first trade, if you go back to this video, made 500. Then he lost the 500, okay? Now he make 600. And there is nothing inviting here. I can see this is a support area. I can see this is a support area. Most likely this auto trade is gonna go all the way up here, and then it's finished. It's gonna die out on us somewhere around there. That entry on that auto trade is valid. I can see it. I have $600. I have $200. My daily target is $1,000. I can see if we are able to break that line here, this fib, at 45.2875, I'm gonna lock in the $1,000 today. But it was a hard work to manage to lock this $1,000 today. There we go. We have $400 here. We have $600 here, and we are done for today. The smarter, maybe this one now made money, but the smarter trader, the more experienced trader, when he saw the $500 here, he walked away. Even his daily target is 1,000. He walked away and he put the auto trade on hold because there is nothing to do. And as we see here, if we cross this one here, we are going to hit the 1,000. And if we are not, we're going to go back and a break even with no money on that trade. So the trader is on his call. You have $300-400 here. You have $600 here. Push the emergency button. Push the emergency brake. Close everything. Plus minus 100 from your target. Done for today. Close Ninja Trader. Go buy a flower to your wife. That's it. If you're going to sit down here and keep going head to head with the ES, you can make 5,000 or you can lose 5,000. I don't know what will happen in 1 hour from now. Nobody can predict for you what happened in 1 hour from now. Maybe the market is going to spike and make 10,000, or maybe the market is going to go sideways and you're going to lose 10,000. So the secret in here to crawl slowly with your money, you know, like, okay, today I got 500. I don't want to use my brain. I'm happy with it. I'm closing. Monday, it's not moving. My daily target 1,000. The market is not moving. I got 300. I'm done. Tuesday, the market is moving. You get 2,000. Your daily target 1,000. This one here, if the auto trade going to the same direction to your benefits, is gonna stay on that trade. You might gonna get 2,000. Maybe on Wednesday you lose 500. With the future trading, you grow slowly, and you don't double up every day. You cannot double up every day. Like, you know, I'm not asking much, Sam. Today 2,000, tomorrow 4, the day after the 4 is 8, and the 8 should be 16. I'm not asking for much. Well, you're not asking for much, that's true, but that is not going to happen in reality, because this is what they feed you to encourage you to, especially in the Forex, they use this method, you know. If you get 5% a day, if, and here's the big word, if you get 5%. They don't say how you're going to get your 5%. They say if you get 5% a day. How are you going to get your 5% a day? When a guy's saying, if you get 5% a day, 200 every day by the end of the year, you should ask him, what is if? What solution you have for this word, if? You know, if you have a wings, you can fly to the moon. If. So this word if before, if you can make 5%, 10% a day, By the end of the year, you should have my $1 million. Yes. Explain to me what if is. How you want me to make the 5% guaranteed every day? There is no guaranteed every day you will be making 1%. On a day like this, you see some money, run. There is no if in here. There is no 5% in here. There is not $1,000 in here. There is not a $500 in there. As long as you are in the profit, run. This is the smart trader. This is the educated trader. This is the trader has burned his fingers for many years. He have respect to this market. He's not gonna sit down, get bang bang, thank you, ma'am, 100 take. It's not gonna be that, It's not gonna be like that. So the smart guy, the clever guy, the trained guy, the guy understand the market. When he sees days like this, he get $300-400. He says, I'm one of them. I'm not gonna ruin my weekend. Maybe I didn't make money today. Maybe I made $200 today on Friday. I prefer to walk away with $200 than being pissed the whole weekend about some dumb trade I did and I shouldn't take it and I lost 500. Every single amateur trader on a Friday, they don't understand the rules on Friday. They lose money. And what happened? They sit miserably on the weekend. They say, if, I shouldn't do this. And it bothers because the last trades on Friday goes with you on the weekends. And then he comes on Monday, want to have a revenge. What happened with the revenge? He's not thinking clearly. He's deeper in the mud hole. And once this market start biting his skin, it's finished for him. Because he's not thinking clear. He's not been managing clear, and he didn't have anyone to guide him. He is dependent on a guy, don't know where he is on the net, somewhere telling him buy and sell, or he is somewhere, and he's not dependent on himself. I can sit down here all day long and tell you where to buy and where to sell, and is this gonna help you? Like now, I'm bored with it. I might stop the live YouTube very soon. It's become a little problem for us because we are extremely busy from morning till evening. So what you gonna do if we decide not to wanna go live? How are you gonna trade by yourself if you are dependent on me? So what I'm saying is you need to depend on yourself. You have to understand the basic, and you have to understand how to manage an auto trade. And all this crap you hear about being rich, all this crap you hear when someone come at night, he's just showing you a chart. He's not showing you his skill. He's not showing you how this market or how this chart got there. He's showing you only winning trade, and today we are insisting on showing you losing trades. I'm putting a trade here, a chart right in front of you, and I'm showing you why that auto trade is still around the $500-600 and is not getting anywhere. He's making one winning trade, one losing trade, one break even. And if we notice on that chart, every entry has been confirmed and it is valid. And then what he does, when he took that short, I can see it was a short right there. I would have taken it manually. And then what happened to the market? Turn around. And here is the problem. When the market, look, let me show you something, please. Let me show you something, please, here. A lot of people get fooled by after the fact. If we are looking at this chart here, look at this. without knowing what happened now, wouldn't you take a short in here? I would. I would take a short in here. Look what happened. After you take a short, the market turn around. Okay, you close a position, you lost a trade. Then the market start going up. You want to go long because it's going long. Then what the market did, turn around on you. Then you think it's short. Now the market turn around on you. Now you think it's long. The market turn around on you. By the time you take a long trade, the market gonna turn around on you. By the time you get out of your stop loss, the market turning around on you. So when the market is moving, guys, please, I have no bread with you. Trying to share my knowledge with you, and there's no one is gonna do that. If we look in here, folks, this is a winning trades all the way. If we look here, this is a losing trades all the way. So for the guy catch a trade on the auto trade in here is lucky. The guy come in and start auto trade in here, bad luck. You're gonna have a lousy day. The same auto trade, the same template, because the market is not helping him here. And here is the result. Look at this. The first trade made 500. Then we broke even. Go back to this video. Then the market is not moving. We broke even. Then we made $600. Go back to this video. And then the market start getting confused again, and then lost. And we did this on purpose today, because I don't want to just keep showing you or dragging trades from auto trades making money. Today I want to go the opposite direction. So folks, please listen to me very careful. You have Tom, Jim, Amigo. You have 4 different traders using 25 ticks, the same precision auto trade. 4 traders using the same auto trade that will not come out with the same money, even if they are taking the same trade. You're gonna have Amigo is gonna be smart enough when he sees this. He sees 500, he says, I'm out of here. He's a smart guy. It's not my business. I'm out of here. 500 for the weekend. I'm gonna enjoy my 500. My target, daily target is 1,000. I made 500. I'm out of here. Nothing in here. Jim is a little bit stubborn. He lost all his 500. And then the auto trade, if you go back to this video, was $600 up. He said, you know what? This is really trouble. I'm so glad I got that 600. I'm stopping. I'm out of here. We have 2 people bail out, one with 500 and the other one with 600. Go back to the video and see the result. Then you have Tom, just got up in the morning and he want to bang on the market, and his daily target is 2,000 for today. He don't care. It's an auto trade and should work, and I don't have to think about it. And the auto trade, I did a good optimization, and I don't care. I need 2,000, or this one, this auto trade is piece of crap. This is the way he wants. No matter what you talk to him, this is the only way. Well, Tom is not gonna get $2,000 a day. He's gonna get 1,150 banana. And he can get mad. He can get his feeling hurt. He can call me whining, crying. It's not gonna change the fact. It's his fault. When you see a market like this, when the market is not moving, When we go sit down here and talk day and night, you should not be auto trading day and night. It's like you're sitting on a blackjack table. It's a matter of time before you lose all your money. You do not sit in Las Vegas all day long playing, you know. Once you grab good money, you run, you know, you run fast. Those the smart people, when they go to Las Vegas, when they have a win in hands, they just leave the table and go enjoy dinner. They go see. That's what I have done when I was with the airlines, you know. We used to fly free, and they give us a free room in a Flamingo hotel. I left all my money, take a couple of $300 with me, put $100. Sometimes you make 500. I go enjoy the show, enjoy the dinner, and I fly back to Dallas the second day. Finished. Then on the airline employees, I mean, because we get free rooms. The other guys, in the older days, we used to have a van come in on Dallas Airport, and it's all metal. You can cash in your check. They give you, you pay them $10, $15, and then you know you get paid on Friday. You go. It's not before. It was not automatic like now. And then what they do, they take your check. You sign the back with your driver license, and then let's say if you're, I mean, we all make money in the airlines. Every other week you get a couple of $3,000, depends how high rank you are, and they cash in this money and they go fly to Las Vegas. Half of the airplane, when we used to work with the Braniff Airlines, half of it was employee, and the people in the Flamingo Hotel, they were smart. All the airline employee, they get a free room, free flight, free room. What you gonna do? You're gonna spend your paycheck in there. I left my watch, my credit cards, everything in the house, and I only fly with a couple of $300 in my pocket. That's it. The other guys, they take $2,000 with them, $3,000 on a Friday night. On a Friday evening when we flying back, they don't have money to buy cigarettes, and they start asking me for money. Those guys, they were sometimes they were making $10,000, and then they give it all back in 1 hour, you know. So I have seen that before, and it's the same thing here in the trade-in. So when you have $500 on the table profit, take it and run. The idea, folks, and honest to God true, I don't know, maybe some people gonna attack me with this. Honest to God true, you talk to any guy who's been around, tells you you cannot trade the market 8 hours a day. Not with an auto trade, not voodoo trading, not manual trading. Even on a manual trade, the first 2 hours you can perform, and then you start losing money. The trading is not all day long, guys. Especially a guy like you have pocket money, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. Those are not real money in the trading. Try to be consistent between 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock. After 9 o'clock, if you don't have anything to do, turn off your live trade and try to learn, predict the first bar where it's going. Try to take a manual trade on a sim. Not because I want you to take a manual trade. No. Because when you are taking a manual trade, you start learning. You start learning the movement of this market. So when your auto trade is taking a trade, you understand on every trade the condition of that trade, if it's going to be on a high risk trade or it's going to be on a safe trade. During the daytime, your auto trade is going to take trades where it can be 10% risk, 50% risk, 90% risk. And we have to distinguish between those. And we need to understand. I mean, sometimes I see in auto trade taking trade and I say it's not going to make it, and he makes it. But he made it because by accident. But from the technical side, he shouldn't make it. So this is the only way I know to be consistent. I'm sorry to say that. And I've been screaming about it day and night. And because now we've been in the public for 15 years. From me to other people selling systems to Europe, which we have a big connection in Europe, and USA, and Japan, and Hong Kong. We never seen anyone become successful trader without education, even if he is auto trading. We have never seen that in our life. Never. And we talk to many agents, brokers. We never seen any success story by a guy just come in, auto trading, and not understand the market and gonna have success. It never has happened, and it will never happen. Even if you make $1 million in 1 month, you're gonna give it all back again the months after. And to prove that to you, there is a lot of people lost millions of dollars in Bitcoin because they should not be day trading it, and it cannot be day traded Bitcoin. If you look at the Bitcoin, you cannot day trade it. Why? Because it's based on news, rumors. They're not looking from the technical part. They are trading based on rumors on Twitter. A car salesman, somebody, there is no basic for the trading, and they are making a bet and overmerge themselves, and they are not qualified to be traders. If we look at the bit, and that's why you see a lot of people lost millions of dollars in the Bitcoin. And I have nothing against Bitcoin, and I said if you want to trade Bitcoin, get yourself $5,000, $10,000, 5% of your capital. Buy Bitcoin if you have a children, and when they get 18, give him the key holder for your Bitcoin. They can cash in and continue education. It's a brilliant idea. But to day trade Bitcoin, you're gonna be whacked. No matter, there is no system exist. And all those banana people that are talking about it, they are using out-of-date indicators. They are pathetic, sick, using. Maybe they know well, they mean well, but they don't understand the game. On the Bitcoin, usually on a Friday, I give my prediction. I'm always right with it. And if we look at the Bitcoin, it was a support area at 46,33730, and here it is. Here it is. If we look at this one here, I don't need to sit down on a YouTube technical chart, and I don't know, guy, he just was born yesterday telling me or predict for me what is going to happen on Bitcoin. I don't know what is going to happen in 1 year, but I know over the weekend it's not going to go over 52 level. I know that much. I don't know what happened on Monday. I don't know if the Japanese people are going to have some breaking news on a Bitcoin on the weekend, but from the technical side, this thing is not going above 52 level. As simple as that. And it's done. And nothing can you do. There is nothing you can tweet. There is nothing you can say. It's going to change the fact. Here it is. Here where it was the support for many days. Many days. And here is the resistance. And the traders, they sit and trade it in between those. Nothing but garbage. Nothing. Because they are not predicting anything. They are buying, losing, over-merging themselves. And we know a lot of people lost millions of dollars. Millions. Something you don't know anything about, you should not take things in your hands. and with the if you want to auto trade, you have to understand the rules of the market before you start auto trading. The future is the best things, but you have to understand the rules, and you have to understand how things work. We always show the DAX 4 minutes, and here is my DAX today, 4 minutes. We don't have too many charts on the DAX. This is my DAX chart for today, and I always use 4 minutes, and now it's finished. This is it. I wouldn't dare even reload it and start trading it. So how is the market working for you today? Why the market is not making money for you, and why the market is making money for you? Look at the price, look at the bars. What we are going to do, guys, there is not much going on. We can help you with this. We have a new system we are testing. We're gonna help you with this. We're gonna put this market analyzer here. Can help you with your signal, and also we can put the Bitcoin and Ethereum in there. And here's the system for Bitcoin and Ethereum, and it positioned itself from yesterday, and here it is. And you can follow the signals, they're all there. I'm gonna get this microphone quiet. If I don't talk anymore, I want to say thank you. There is no webinar on Monday. There is no webinar on Monday. It will be on the Monday after, and we already have notified all the participants that it will not be webinar on Monday. And there we go. Thank you.